Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the New Word Document radio program. My name is Troutsky, and I'm the producer of this show. The things you will hear over the next hour or so represent the views of the show name of New Word Document radio program and the people making them. All opinions and quotations in no way represent River West Radio and are the sole responsibility of the producer, guests, and callers. River West Radio is not liable for any legal issues arising from the content of this program.
Yeah. tuned in to RiverWestRadio.com, and we're about to bring you New Word Documents, hosted by Troutski and Smasher, Fridays, 9 to 11 p.m. And here's your hosts, Troutski and Smasher.
Yes. Hello. Elusive parallelograms?
That's what we got.
That's what we got? I can't spell it, but I can say it.
Spell it.
I said I can't spell it. Like I said, I can say it, but not spell it.
The two L's are in the front.
I want 4 L's. We actually have a whole bunch of people. Oh, we lost one. We lost one.
He's gone.
The green one very well. You guys look like a bunch of M&Ms.
Can you please take the reds and yellows out of my bowl, please?
Just take your yellow shirt off.
Yeah.
Nice yellow in there as well.
I've been asking for you to take that shirt off all night.
You have some announcements.
Oh, yeah.
By the way.
Yeah, thank you. June 24th, we have New Word Document at the Public House, 815 East Locust Street. Starts at 7 p.m. Please come out. Yeah, $3 donation. You can get in for free. We asked for $3. We have Cynthia Spencer
Who's,
as our guest.
We played on the show, actually.
Yeah, oh, have we?
Yes, we have.
All right. See, that's how prolific she is. I didn't even know.
Yeah, she's already on the New Word Document
Creeping on the
radio show. Before
Yeah.
she's even there at the live event.
And she does a lot of stuff in the community, as I'm sure you know. So, yeah, it's great to have her on.
And a lot of regulars come to these events too. Like, who all come? We got Mario the Poet usually swings.
We got Troutski.
Right.
Troutski comes out. We got Mario the Poet. David Press comes out a lot. Chili Chill comes out most of the time. Yeah, a lot of the local favorites. We've had Captain Midnight a couple times. I wish I could get him out more.
Hopefully we get Lone Wolf too.
Is it Lone Wolf or Nighthawk or
Night Wolf?
Hawk Dog?
Night Wolf, I think.
Thank you for coming out to Postscript, Night Dog. Whatever his name is.
Night Wolf, I think.
Night Wolf. No, it was great. He came out though.
Night Dog. That sounds like hot dog.
That's a hot dog you eat at night.
Half our friends are deranged. It's hard to keep up with why we know what deranged facet of them. Like, was it the hot dog reason? Was it the...
And that's funny because he's more of a meatball shape.
Yeah. No, yeah. Large, yeah.
They're totally different meat, or like a pot roast, maybe. He's a little more, I think he's got some more muscle, so I'd say more of a pot roast type muscle.
If you're lugging around pot roast, you got to have some iron bars in there to move the pot roast around, right? Like, you got to have something.
Getting the muscles up. Yeah. Well, now that the man in the green shirt is back, let's have you all introduce yourself. Red Man.
Well, he is Red
Man.
Stefan.
And what instruments do you play, too?
Guitar.
All right.
David, bass.
John, guitar.
Well, John's voice is so strong. Yeah,
you're the singer.
You can hear it.
Projection. Excellent.
And it was great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal that on the webcam feed later and take note.
So you guys gave me this CD here. What's this all about? EP or something?
Yeah,
EP?
This is our new EP that we are releasing Tuesday. Technically, it'll be out digitally on the interwebs, and then Friday we're having a release show at the Cactus Club.
Yeah.
Friday, June 22nd. Starts at 9.
Yeah, 9. Yeah.
Okay, starts at 9 o'clock. We'll be playing the new stuff and stuff from our last EP, Habits, and I don't know, some other music type songs.
You mentioned online. Do you have a web address that people can go to check out?
You can find us on the music will be up on our Bandcamp page. So it's just elusiveparallelograms.bandcamp.com. So if you can spell our band name, you'll make it.
Uh-oh.
We tried that already.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
That was segment 1.
You also find us on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, actually, I've tried to. I've spelt it incorrectly every possible way because, as you know, I have horrible spelling. And I still find them all the time. So, yeah.
Google's pretty good with that.
Yeah.
Guessing.
Computers M Smarts. They fix it for you.
Ding.
Well, I guess one thing that really interests me, and this interests the show as well as we talk about the business and politics side of entertainment and all that. And I had a great idea for you guys. You guys have the trio guitar players. What you need to be doing is you need to start an Iron Maiden cover band on the side. That's where the big money is going to roll in.
I think you're
Seriously.
right.
And
That's what we're working towards.
I think
yeah.
I know this guy's down right here.
Yeah, I mean, there were parts of my life really when I could have actually become part of Iron Maiden.
When you but you
But,
decided to go with the
I was
elusive
right, yeah, that
parallelograms
was
instead.
actually the
Iron or elusive?
choice.
and
Elusive
for the
iron.
better, I guess, for the better, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. Please explain.
I like how he said for the better. He said for the better, I guess, and they said for the better. Like, oh no, I meant for the better.
The old this new EP is part of it sounds silly saying it, but it's part of a trilogy. Not trilogy. Not really like to associate. Of course, that's what I wouldn't like to associate that word with it. But we have announced at the beginning of the year we're going to do 3 EPs this year, pull it off and do it. And I think we're excited what we've done so far. So we got a 3rd one to finish before the year is done. Probably look out for it. I mean, I don't want to start promoting that one. We still just got finished with this one. So as John said, if you want to hear it, we'll play it at Cactus Club June 22nd, and then we're playing Summerfest a week later at the good people of Casio Music put together a stage. And I've always, kind of felt bad inviting people to that show because it's a $15 to get to Summerfest. But on that day, if you get in between 3 and 6, it's actually free. Actually, no, it's not 6. It's 3 to 5, something like that.
5, okay.
Yeah.
You better be
So you
right
can
about
check
this.
us out, and yeah. That's we're looking forward to that, and after that, it's back to the.
You guys
drawing
rocked
board.
that stage last year too, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
You're like one of the bands that's like mandatory plays there now, right? You're always gonna have a slot.
Well,
there.
first time we played on that emerging artist stage, that was really nice. But,
But you've
I
emerged.
felt we have emerged like
Come out of our
I'm
shell.
proud of you guys.
like Aphrodite from the phone.
Like puberty.
It's kind of the same thing.
Submerged
It's
in
not
it.
Yeah, exactly. It's heavy, but it was nice to play that, but we felt really more at home at the Casio stage because it's much, a lot of bands that we play with. Although like we played, for example, I know you guys, in listening to your shows in the past, I know you're talking about the
Ooh.
industry. And thing to notice, for example, at that stage, like we had what was that band? Some trees, Scattered Trees.
Scattered trees.
Like got signed to a major label, like maybe like 6 months after.
Maybe
So not
they
that that
thought-
means
they got 'em
anything,
confused
but
with the screaming trees.
no, but it was nice, yeah. But yeah, like I said, Casio stage feels a lot better because it fits more at home. It's more, fits. And like I said, the band that we play with are great as well. A lot of these bands, we play, we'll play in the future, and we played before, so it's really nice. Yeah.
Excellent. Who are you guys playing with on the 22nd?
The Cactus Club show.
remember.
Yeah, we're playing with Worrier, Red Stuff, and Mossfolk.
You guys have played with Moss Folk a few times now, right? I've seen you guys
we,
name
we,
together a lot.
We like Andrew and his band.
Yeah, it's really nice. He does like
I've met him once. He's friends with some other friends of mine. He's a good guy.
Nice little pulse and a mood to the whole, proceedings.
Sure.
So to say of the evening. So really
The
nice to
ceremony.
invite him. Yeah, exactly. He declares himself a shaman, so sound that not short. So you could, whatever. But it is nice, him and I think the girl's name is Chelsea. They do a really good job of like kind of like. No, he made a good point. Really, we're talking about because we're talking about the order for their show. Is like, I want to go on. That music really fits nice to like to set that vibe and tone because can you imagine him going on like I don't know if you've seen it before, but that drone at like 1 a.m. like going into the
Oh,
end,
yeah.
just probably put people to sleep. So.
Yeah, most people got that going on in their head.
Yeah,
already by
well, we
then.
like to have
Yep.
him open. Like he makes people comfortable. Then Cactus Club. Usually at that point when he starts playing, draws people in to come.
It's
in.
gonna be a good lineup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have control over your lineups? Like, can you? Is that something out of your control? Is that something that you're that's
we work
frustrating
with
sometimes, or
Eric
works
Hugh,
okay?
who owns the place.
I mean, don't make any enemies right now. Like, oh yeah, I remember when
that-
so and so, but I
No,
hated
that's what
them.
this show's for.
Oh man.
No
yeah.
Enemies and humiliating people.
No permanent friends or enemies. my friend.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Anywho, but no, just kidding. It's he usually obviously work with him because it's his spot and you want to make sure that it's a successful show. But like if we decide to book the thing, usually we find people who like to work with the music we like, kind of similar because you want to put it together a similar bill and so that's how we come to conclusion to that. We've been booked into Cactus Club by someone else putting together a show and asked us to play with him. But this time we asked for the date and work with Eric to bring a lineup that would work out for that night. I should add, I'm sorry to, trail off, but
Trail
in addition
away.
to these, because you're talking
Oregon.
about it, we also have Nick Shante, Brown Shoes Only, actually, as he goes by. It's he does visual synth, so he'll be doing a lot of.
The visual guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, excellent. Cool. Yeah, no, I've seen it. I've seen it before. Yeah.
Because he really is. He really does a good job, and it's really impressive stuff. So we like to have him as often as we can.
It's a cool aspect to incorporate into the overall setting, and he typically will project on Moss Folk as well, which definitely creates a cool vibe, especially when they've got the fog machines going out there. So yeah, it'll be a nice psychedelic evening with Elusive Parallelograms, Warrior, Red Stuff, and Moss Folk.
Funky.
I have to admit that, just quickly, the visual stuff you guys do, I have a friend in South America, in Brazil, who does similar type of public art. They're talking about how great the public art scene is over there, and people will just get together for public art. And they mentioned one of the biggest things that they've been doing is the visualizations with the live shows. And so it's been exciting to see you guys do it, because I think it's something that's going to catch on and people should look at, because it does. You need more things sometimes at a show, and
with great public comes great public art, my friend. That's usually been the case. So
that sounds right.
David, you joined the band after they already formed. How did you end up meeting up with these guys, and what did you think of the band before you entered?
I was actually a fan of the band before I joined. I met Andrew at Madison Media Institute, where we both went to school for recording.
should have bleeped that out.
Okay. But yeah, and then I went and saw them. It was the day before my birthday, and I noticed they didn't have their bass player, so I was like, hey, you guys
don't have a bass player over there. That bass is lonely.
Were you guys playing off a tape or something? You just had bass lines,
No, actually, Andrew, I think, was playing bass.
Yeah, we had to sort of regroup and play some instruments that we don't
Someone
usually
got the
play.
shaft.
Pretty much, yeah.
And how long have you been with the band now, Dave?
Was that two
and a half years, yeah.
probably?
Excellent. And I remember you did some hip hop too before, like some Hoyes Brown stuff. So
Yeah.
were you doing that at the same time, or did you eventually?
No, that was plenty before, but we actually played a show with Elusive Parallelograms.
Oh, okay. So that's actually how I thought
Yeah.
you met originally, was from playing a show together. I didn't know you knew Andrew.
No, I met him through school, and then that's how we got the show. But yeah,
probably helped that you could show him, hey, I can keep a beat and I have musical ability. right away.
maybe. But the show we played was terrible. So
Oh, yeah,
you
it was
guys played well, but we
it was-
played terrible.
It was a house show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It was just a drunken mess then. But
Yeah, that was probably the worst show I've ever done with the hip hop stuff.
We're going to take a little break for music. I forgot to mention the earlier set before we came on the air was Orwell, which was two songs by our guest from last week.
Chris Bissell, right?
Yes. And then that was a song by Orwell, and then after that was a song by Face of Ruin, another band of his, which will be playing on June 23rd, my birthday, so I'll be there.
Oh, where at?
The Borg Ward.
I'll go out there.
There's two other really killer bands.
And he's doing Face of Death and not
Face of Ruin.
Face of Ruin, okay.
Yeah.
Because I do dig that stuff just a
Yeah.
little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're both great. They're both great, but yeah. Cool, I'll be there then, yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, and then, but what we're going to play right now is Liv Mueller with Dark Horse Project. The song's called Dark Horse.
This feels so
was that? What was that track, boys?
Glue.
Glue.
And that is
Oh, glue.
Habits EP, which is #1 in the trilogy, right?
Don't say that.
Don't talk about the trilogy.
It just came out.
Cool word.
Trio.
Trilogy, trio.
I'm currently doing a trilogy.
Series. I like to call it series.
diss the word.
Oh, series.
Series.
Because you guys are done after these three, right? You're never doing music ever again.
It's
Don't say
it's a defined by its number. I think
It's like the Black Album.
trilogy.
No, again, I was advised that there'll be some industry discussion to bring back the. No, saying it. The reason we decided to do 3 EPs is because it seemed the best format, and you know, like what was that blog? Fistful of Dave mentioned, you know, that not him, just a bunch of people. A lot of bands are just putting out EPs. You know, it's really nice to because it takes a long time to create an album, especially if you have a concept around it and you want to do it right and all that.
It fits the short attention spans of us and anyone
Well,
else who has
I
short
actually do
attention
like
spans.
EPs a lot because
Yeah.
I like older music a lot more, and I found it's because they have like it's at 35 to 45 minutes instead of this like 80-minute long album
Yep.
every single time.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Well, and plus these EPs, let's be honest, there's what Habits is like 6 tracks. I mean, you get some EPs, usually 4 tracks, 5 tracks. I think you guys put a lot of effort both with the production level and with the variety of the songs. I mean, honestly, like they're very high quality EPs. I almost think of them like novellas. You know, like you get short stories or novels.
Yeah,
They're actually like. So anyone who picks it up is definitely getting their value's worth.
Well, thank you. Oh, yeah, I agree.
Hey, shout out to Andrew at the recording studio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
great
that the
job
guy
over
that
there.
Is that the guy that disappeared?
Yeah, Andrew. No, he didn't speak, but he has. You can safely say that he sort of produced all these because he really. I mean, we work at his studio, and he really puts in a lot of work into all this. You know, listening,
you can hear
editing,
it,
and
yeah.
all that stuff.
Sounds
you know, I
great.
mean, that's his trade. I mean, all of us play music, but can't. You know, well, actually, except for Chester. Chester has pretty much the same training.
you don't play music.
I'm just lazy.
No. I've actually heard a lot of you know, Chester, I mean, tracks he has worked on, but whatever. Like I said, he is also skilled to that extent. But like I said, you know, Andrew deserves props because he really sweats over this stuff the most.
Yeah.
Again, it's in his house. You know, he can't.
Oh, and I know from
just
being-
sitting there. You know, can you? I mean, I don't know. We all probably, you know, you work on stuff and all that. So
Yep. I know
he
what
had-
it's like to be the guy that plugs it in, records it, and then is stuck with the tapes after everyone.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll see you guys
Well,
in
got,
20
you know,
hours after I'm done.
I know
with
you
this.
got a studio at your spot, dude, and it really is like, you know, like it just your work is there waiting for you every day, just looking at you, you know, like so it's kind of I have that, you know, with all of us playing music, I have that with instruments, you know, it's just there all the time, you know, like you know, not sacrificing, but like playing music as opposed to and creating music as opposed to you know, other ways to waste time, but so you know, it's that's how it worked out. So yeah, he works on these a lot and listens to them and all that. So
Yeah, well then why don't we look at the newest one?
Oh, yeah.
And see what kind
Yeah.
of.
We got something from there, right?
Yes, we do, and we got some off the new EP. What's the new EP called again?
Spaces.
Spaces, and
Yeah.
in this space we have a snowstorm.
for everything he can, but no one's giving him a hand job or even a lap dog in his hand, and no one knows. No one sees anyone but his wife is just a big old cheese, except for the neighbor around the block, and she's just nothing fit but the bright old tea. It doesn't cover anything above the knee. You know what I'm saying to ye? Know what I'm saying to ye? Leading out the ancient ways, tasty and fresh enough to transcend my ancestral bigotry. Where microscopic folks.
They're nice to me.
Hello. We are back with the New Word Document Radio program and the elusive parallel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just heard a song by them called Snowstorm.
Yeah.
Snowstorm with EP.
What's up with that song?
Oh, I don't know.
It's a song John brought to the table. He recorded a demo of it. It was actually the first song that originated on DSP, I think. I don't know what Andrew had in the works as we were developing it, but it is funny because when John comes up with the demos of our songs, he usually does the like Snowstorm. I mean,
I get
play it and all that, but no, it's fun. But yeah, it's the way, we work in a lot of different ways, but it's actually commending him and doing it because it's an issue, I don't know, from like getting, like, if you have like 12 tracks to a song to record,
Sure.
I know that it's nice to you have 3 on that, like, parts are figured out, everything's done, and it's usually, like I said, I'm actually just saying that it gives
Especially with the amount of material.
gives a sight into our it gives a sight into our process because a lot of stuff right off the get-go gets to be there. It's just the task of re-recording it with better things. So that's been one of the ways. So other songs start off and we build upon them and do all that. So many ways to do it, I guess.
And do you guys, I've noticed that you have periods where, at least from what I can tell, from, we've known each other for a few years, full disclosure. But,
no conflict of interest here.
Yeah, right? And I've noticed you guys would go through years of creating and recording, and then through maybe more, maybe I'm wrong, maybe you could correct me here, but more heavier touring times. Is that correct? And is there a way you determine when to start recording? How do you determine when to make new material?
Well, it definitely has a process, that we have revised over time because every time we've put something out, it's been learning something about it, and it's a very Hegelian thing, like pieces and tizzes, meshed together, whatever. Jokes,
$3 words, folks.
Exactly. Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. But no. It has. I guess it has been the case that we've, we time things. Last time we were on a bigger tour was when we released an album, and it was nationwide release, and it made sense to tour because it was, there was a quote-unquote demand, meaning that there were, it was in record stores, and I feel like we owed whoever, we were at.
And what's the name of that album, by the way?
And Everything Changes. Okay. It was on Rainbow Quartz, and we sort of, we got involved with a label. Back then, it was our first album, so it was nice to see a released everywhere. But, they didn't really push us, but out of respect and out of our mission, we wanted to go tour and support the record, and it got us into CMJ actually in New York.
Oh, excellent! Yeah,
so on the way there and back, we hit up major town. Yeah, really, it was great. We played at
there.
Arlene's Grocery in New York. It was pretty dope
carrots?
place. Dude, to be honest with you, it kind of looked stale. It just wasn't,
Rubbery.
Exact weight. No. So that was a lot of fun. And since then, I mean, we released the second album, Out of Splendor, Follow-Up, which was greatly received and all that. But we have done more of a local touring approach with that one because of various, logistics. We did more of a local markets, just went, Chicago and went to Iowa with it, and just random cities, playing in Wisconsin. I think we played in Racine somewhere once, but a lot of Chicago and Milwaukee because we felt we had an album that would be well received, and that's where we played the most.
You guys are go between Chicago and Milwaukee.
We are, because I feel like in today, in the flat world of
John, right? Lives in Chicago.
Yeah, John is in Chicago.
I live down in Chicago, and then our
you're the guy
drummer
that's cooler than us.
David Mills lives down in Chicago as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's can be a little trying, or at least taxing, while traveling back and forth, and logistics can be a little weird, but we make it work. Me and David Mills, the drummer, both have jobs down there, so it's sort of it's just a difficult
Probably helps
move to make at this
pay
point.
the
Plus,
rent
you know,
and stuff.
I love Chicago. Milwaukee's great, but I like where I'm at. So.
You like it bigger, right? It's got to be throbbing a little.
Settle down, Dave. Settle down.
Yeah, so that's that. So we're probably gonna again. The goal was to record 3 EPs, and we're gonna get to work recording the 3rd one.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I mean, it's silly to make this kind of effort to put the work we've done in, not to go on the road and support it. So it's gonna be in the future, but we'll see. Exactly on the timing, because again, going back to general trends, it would be nice to play where I can. It's really hit and miss, but nice to play somewhere where there's actually some receiver. We'd like to do that homework before we go out there and just show up at a random rock club in Cleveland and
Market
play a
research.
show where on a Wednesday where people it'd be nice to set up promotion before that, do whatever it takes, and it can be done. It can be all done, do it yourself style, and but it's a lot of legwork, and you can do it. So we plan to do that before we go out there, because it only makes sense. Otherwise, learning from lessons from the past. It really has been. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of tiring work, as everyone who has gone on the road knows. But in the end, it'd be nice to do it with the goal in mind of what we're trying to do. Putting out more music and more records, and being able to do it with that purpose. So yeah.
Can I ask a quick random one?
Yes.
Favorite venue?
Question.
Favorite venue you guys played?
In the
Just
world.
the name of the
So far.
venue.
Just name a venue. Favorite venue, you guys. Each one go. Dave, Stefan, John.
I take so long to think about that, man. I don't know.
No,
Oh, come on, yeah, come on. Someone's got one. First one who's got one.
I feel good.
Double door. We got double door. Double door.
Double door's really nice, and I gotta say, it's because it is a
We got two
level.
on the double door, actually, because of John.
Yeah.
You want to just
Where are the two?
round it out?
Well, here it is. The double door is really nice because you have. I don't know. Because there's the best rooms you have the feel of, that are really nice. But there's also, generally those rooms tend to be the rooms where you have an engineer. No, I mean the sound person who knows what they're doing. It's
That
nice
is
to hear
nice.
yourself and hear whatever you want to hear. So that's why Chess was right saying double door, because we played a show where you really could hear everyone, and all that. So it was nice.
Well, yeah. Well, thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Let's
man.
quick go through, run down your show real quick, and then
Yeah.
after that, Adam, run down the New Word Document program, and I'll give another announcement as well.
Yeah, well, again, playing at Cactus Club with Most Folk, Red Stuff, Warrior, and Elusive Parallelograms, us.
Elusive
right?
Parallelograms, yeah.
And
Yeah.
Cactus Club.
We're
Starts at
playing
9, yeah.
ourselves.
Great show.
Brown
Baby.
Shoes only doing video synth, very
Oh,
cool
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. There's going to be
yeah.
some trippy raver stuff going on.
Yeah,
But you don't have to be a raver.
And then New Word Document.
June 24th.
The
Yeah.
day after my birthday.
The day
You know
after your
what?
birthday.
In between that sandwich is actually at the Borg Ward with Face of Ruin.
Face of Ruin. Chris Bissell.
Yeah, that's June 23rd. And just so you guys can have a little more taste of the Elusive Parallelograms, this is a track called Oscillator. See you later.
Do you say when you know it's over? And you see the walls come crashing down around you. Feel it bent out of tune and struck down too soon.